So a lot of brands are making their audience feel like the third wheel, but it's kind of like content that makes someone feel like you had to be there
right
to understand it.
Like looking through the last few pages of someone else's yearbook. Like, who are those people?
It's kind of like we're treating social media like it's made for individuals, and we're kind of treating it like that. But there's so many opportunities that are being missed when that's all it's being used for.
Known for Podcast, episode 7. Take one.
So this is pretty much everywhere. I'm seeing this on healthcare profiles, doctor's offices, dentists, aesthetic practices, corporate. No, there's no context.
And I think it's more than a missed opportunity. I think it's actively pushing people away. It's like the worst case scenario. They see your profile and then think less of you or think less of your practice or something.
Why would they think less of your practice?
Because they don't connect. Like it's all these subconscious cues. They see that and it's all internally focused and they don't care about me. Yeah.
Or like, this is a waste of my time.
Yeah.
That's even worse. I feel like so disrespectful.
Like, I lost something because of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we want to talk about today is what social media marketing should look like. When someone gets on your brand's profile, what should they see? Specifically, what video should they see? Because right now, video is really, really powerful for conversion. And because it's the most opportunity people have to engage. It's so engaging. And so we're going to talk about 3 types of video that your brand needs to make in order to engage, not just engage your audience, but also help them find you and connect with you.
I know we talk about it a lot, but what's the difference between posting and like intentional marketing?
Posting is when it's kind of an afterthought. Like something happens and you're like, oh, I need to document that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's when you're posting like the selfies. Marketing is when you've thought about it beforehand or there's something coming up. And I do think it's more intentional. It's easier to think about if you're thinking about sales. Like we're thinking about marketing. Like here's how you know if your brand is just posting versus marketing.
Okay.
So there's 3 things that you want to think about. Okay. You want to look at your profile, look at all your online presence touch points and ask yourself, are there reasons for my customers to trust me? Do I have education? Do I have some sort of content that communicates my credibility?
Yeah.
Is confidence coming across in these videos? Are they well done? Are they polished?
Yes.
You want people to see this content and think, oh, I can trust them. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure you have that. You got to give them a reason to listen, a reason to watch. The types of education videos that work really, really well is like 3 things you need to think about because you're always going to be listening for that 3rd one.
Yes.
Or like, giving a number because people know, oh, okay, there's only 5.
Yeah.
Okay, let me stay for the 5th one. Something like that. If you are talking about a myth or a misunderstanding, address the myth, explain why people think a certain way about something.
Yeah.
And then get to, but what it actually is, whatever it is that's causing the misunderstanding, it's got to be done in a way that it kind of revolves around the platform that people are going to be watching it on. So there's a little bit of like technique that's involved in education in order for it to be effective. You also want to have reasons for people to feel connected to your brand. And this is where I think the easiest way to think about this content is your values. So like a really common value for companies is family or integrity. So you've got to show that. You can't just say those things. You've got to, you have to illustrate it. So whether that's content that kind of shows the founder's family, so like illustrating it that way, that makes people feel, oh, that could be my family. That's why it's so important to gather those stories. And like when you get a really good review, you want to give people reasons to connect to your brand in an emotional way because consumers make emotional decisions. And so if they're seeing an emotional situation where someone feels like they are finally in a place where they can belong.
Yes.
If they're surrounded by friends and feel like really confident around them.
Is your organization a place that understands me and my needs?
Yes.
Like implicitly, without having to over-explain myself.
Exactly. So like the education content and even the credibility pieces really connect to the logic side of consumers' brains. Connection content relates to the emotional side. And you kind of have to touch on both.
Absolutely.
For effective marketing. So you want to have those two pieces. So the third type of content you want to make sure you have is content that your customer or prospective customer would want to share with someone. Because think about it. When you share a reel or any kind of video, any kind of content with somebody, you feel really good when that person likes it or enjoys it and like says something back to you about it.
Yes.
Because it says something about you.
Yes.
It validates you. And if it's something that you relate to and that they relate to, there's value there. And you've just given them something that's added value to that relationship. And that's added value to their identity.
Yes.
And so and they didn't even pay you for it, but they probably will if they're a customer, but they've already started attaching themselves to your brand.
Yeah.
And so it's important to make that content for those psychological reasons, but also because that's the way platforms are working right now. Shareability is really the highest data metric that shows performance right now.
Yes.
And so you want to make sure that you have that kind of content. Education content is actually really great.
Right.
I mean, so if it's done well,
yeah,
that's really helpful for people to share. So if you have those three things, then you have a solid marketing strategy.
Okay.
If you have one of those things, you need to make sure you're using the others too.
I will say on the shareability, you want to be on the right side of shareability. You want to be shared for the right reasons. You don't want to be people sharing your content because you're the butt of their joke.
Oh.
You want to be on the value side of it, like you just said. Like, we're sharing this content because it's valuable, because we're in on the joke with this company, with this person, with this personality.
Yeah.
Not because, hey, look how ridiculous this is.
Yeah, check your comments section.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So if your profile is missing like one of those reasons or one of those types of content, then you probably need to address it and you probably need to be more intentional. And so when we help brands really add that content intentionally for marketing purposes, there's 3 different approaches that we take. We always say there needs to be polish, there needs to be personal, and there needs to be platform optimized. And so let's dive into those a little bit more. I think you can speak to the polish piece really, really well.
When we talk about polish, we talk about the high quality content that is produced at a really high level. It has a lot of value to it. And it's something that says, we are serious, we take ourselves serious, you can take us serious too. This is kind of what you talked about. Like, this is education. This is stuff that lives on the top of your profile. This is highlighting key people in your organization, whether doctors, executives, etc. And it's establishing credibility because of the level of quality.
I think it's important to point this out about polished content because right now user-generated content is really, really effective for some industries, especially for product industries like e-commerce, anything where it's like really focused on the product. User-generated is really, really important. If you have a service business or a personal brand, there's something to be said about authenticity.
Yes.
And having a way for your audience to interact with you as you are, authentically.
The user-generated content is another way of saying amateur. And it's important. You need some of it. If you don't have the polished piece to show too that we take ourselves seriously, that we're a real thing, we're a real organization, it kind of falls on deaf ears.
Hey, quick favor while you're listening. If you're enjoying the show, hit that follow button so you never miss an episode. And if you even get one nugget of value today, share it with a friend or leave us a quick review. Thanks for being here. Now back to the show.
We way to know if you need a polished piece on your, and like when we say polished, we're talking about brand videos. We're talking about like profiles. We're talking about professionally done videos, culture videos, something that someone can watch with ease and a high level of trust. So you want to focus on the intent of why someone is watching it. And so if someone is watching it and they're making decisions about trust, if they're making a decision it's got a high dollar value connected to it, then they need to be able to watch it with ease and brevity. And it needs to, you need to think about what the experience needs to be. And so that's a good way to know if you need some polish.
Yeah.
Another thing that's really, really important, you need personal content. And what I mean by that is people connect with people.
Yes.
People connect with humans. And when you have a brand and like, okay, I'm thinking about a brand's Instagram profile or a LinkedIn page, people are not going to connect with your logo. They're going to connect with the people who come to mind when they think of your logo. They're going to connect with those personalities and those values. They're not thinking about your logo. So feature the people who communicate those values, whether that is, those are your employees, whether those are customers, whether it's the founder. Showcasing individuals and telling those stories and focusing in on the transformation is what is going to create that personal connection content. The strategy that we recommend is instead of making all this content for your profile, your company profile page, equip your employees and the personalities that really embody your brand to make content and then share that content on your LinkedIn page. Because that is going to be more powerful than just posting quotes.
Yes.
So those are just a couple of ways to make things personal. And there's a way to, I think that also can communicate the polish too. Like you can communicate personal and polished pieces together and let it be in synchrony.
Oh, for
especially
sure.
like
Yeah.
doctor's offices sharing patient testimonials, like really sharing the personal side of those stories, but doing it in a really professional, polished way.
Right. And sometimes you need to do that in a more polished way because if you sit down and you're trying to listen to somebody's story, but you can't hear them or it's noisy, the polish makes it more digestible in those situations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of digestible, so polished, personal, the third one is platform optimized.
Yeah.
Because you want to think about, again, the intent of why someone is there, why they're scrolling, why they are on your website, why they're on LinkedIn. What are they doing? What are they trying to take away? Content has to be designed in a way that the algorithm will want to show it to somebody else.
Yes.
A couple of things to keep in mind is there a hook? Are you giving them a reason to continue to watch?
Yes.
Is it digestible?
Yeah.
Like you mentioned. Usually that looks like having shorter sentences. It looks like just having a shorter video overall.
Cutting and changing the angle every few seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think often when people, the reason why brands avoid social media overall or why it feels intimidating is because people think they just have to follow social media trends and it feels disingenuous and it feels off brand. There is a way to mimic those trends or to implement those trends in a way that is branded and that is professional, because the way trends work, you kind of have to leverage them for discoverability.
Yes.
There's, again, with intent, people go on social media now as a search engine. And so they're looking to find brands, they're looking to find content that will, subconsciously, they're looking for entertainment.
Right.
And so if they stumble on your content and it's entertaining or it's engaging or it's informational, they're going to watch it. How long they watch it is how much you have optimized it for the platform.
If you want it to go far, you've got to fit in that ecosystem. It's got to look like it. It's got to work there. And it might not work on the other ecosystems. And so you got to adjust it accordingly.
I like that you said the word ecosystem because they all kind of synchronize together, the polish, the personal, and the platform. Like they all kind of work together to create this experience for people to kind of understand and get a grasp of your brand and what you stand for and what you sell.
Yeah.
To really like build that familiarity.
Yeah, they work in tandem. They're different touch points that are satisfying different emotional and subconscious needs.
Mm-hmm.
The polish is saying we are serious. We take ourselves seriously. You can take us serious too. Personal is saying, hey, we're like you. We can be your friends.
Right.
We can connect. You can let your guard down.
Mm-hmm.
And then platform optimized, it belongs here. It's going to go far. But more important, the people seeing it are saying, it belongs in my feed. The thing that I consume, it fits here. So I will fit there.
I like that.
Yeah. So all three are important. But if you had to pick one, which one to start with could change, is going to change business to business. But it's really all three. You need all three. Some are going to check 2 boxes. Some are just going to check one. Some might be all three. Might find some unicorns in there. But the trick too is not just saying, okay, I'm going to make 30% polished content and 50% personal content and I don't know what's left, 20% platform optimized. It's okay, I made this batch of content. It's been out in the wild for 3 or 4 weeks now. I'm looking at the analytics and hey, this worked really well. We're going to double down on this. This type of content did not convert for our business. I'm not going to spend any more time or effort here. It's a continual tweaking and adjusting and analyzing and optimizing of what you're doing to increase how far it goes and to ultimately acquire new customers. But otherwise, it's the algorithm and the culture and the trends are just going to kind of leave you behind.
Yeah. There's a lot of different variables to consider.
Yeah.
Most brands need all three.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't just throw it out there for 3 weeks and say, oh, that didn't work.
No, yeah.
It's a practice. There's repetition involved. You need data.
Yeah, you need data and you need to be able to adjust and not hold anything too precious.
So today we covered 3 different types of content, 3 different types of videos that brands need to think about when they're really building and developing their online presence.
Right.
And I think that if you've done your posting versus marketing audit and you realize you probably need to focus on one of these or all of them, think about, like I mentioned earlier, think about your goals. Do you need more traffic? Do you need more conversions? Do you need more sales? And then which one of those types will serve that goal the best? If your conversions, people are finding you, they love your brand, they're raging about your products and your services, then you might just need more discoverability. If people are coming to your website or they're talking to you and like there's question marks, there's confusion, you need some more solid messaging and video can help you get there. So just determine what those goals are, look at your data, think about how those different pieces can serve your marketing, and then go from there. And that's something that we can help you with too. This is what we do for our clients. We're kind of thinking through those 3 categories in synchrony, but also individually for what will best serve their viewers, for their audience. And so sometimes having an outside perspective can really help understand what's working and what's not. As we wrap up this episode, if there's anything that really stood out to you, that really resonated you, really served you and helped you understand how to move forward with marketing for your brand, would you let us know? Leave a review, send us an email, give us that feedback so that we can know what is serving you best. It helps guide our decisions for content moving forward that will best serve you as our listeners. Thanks so much for listening to the Known For podcast, and we'll see you next time.
Known For is a Griffith Media podcast recorded on the volume wall at Big Screen Studios in Dallas, Texas. This episode was produced by the Griffith Media team. Find out more about our agency, how we can help your business grow through marketing, video, and design at www.griffith.media. Or find out more about the studio at bigscreentx.com.